Hi, thanks for joining me today for another edition of the Bell Performance video blog. I am Eric Bjornstad, and today we're going to talk about fuel stabilizers for motorcycles, specifically ethanol fuel stabilizers for motorcycles. We want to consider some of the considerations for fuel issues that motorcycle owners who have to burn gasoline and ethanol, what they have to be concerned with, generally speaking. One big important tip for fuel management in your motorcycle is you want to keep turning that fuel over. The longer you leave that fuel sitting in a gas can, or rather the motorcycle gas tank, the better chance it has either of damaging the fuel system through the ethanol solvency or of attracting enough water that it undergoes phase separation. So the experts recommend that you keep cycling the fuel through. Now, normally that would mean using your motorcycle on a regular basis, but sometimes you may not be able to do that. And if you're not able to cycle or turn your fuel over on a regular basis, then your next best bet is to use some kind of motorcycle fuel stabilizer. Now, a motorcycle fuel stabilizer for ethanol, it's got to have an antioxidant in it. Recall that antioxidants are extremely important in stabilizing and preserving fuel quality because they stop the chain reaction, the chain chemical reactions, which are really the cause of gasoline and also diesel fuel darkening and stratifying as the heavy ends drop out of that fuel due to instability. But that motorcycle fuel stabilizer should also contain an ethanol protectant to protect the fuel system parts, and it should contain something that will control the water. Controlling water, if you're going to ever be leaving that fuel to sit in that motorcycle, controlling that water is extremely important because it's essential to preventing phase separation. If you have fuel that undergoes phase separation in that motorcycle, then it's pretty much a lost cause. And if you try to run that motorcycle on that separated fuel and it happens to suck up some of the, let's say, higher concentration of ethanol, the phase that typically sinks to the bottom, if it happens to suck that up, it's going to experience extremely hot running and very possibly could suffer major engine damage. Just along the lines of this theme, another thing to keep in mind, another reason if you're a motorcycle owner, another reason to stay on top of these issues is because there are certain states like Minnesota who actually are almost even skipping the transition from 10 to 15% and instead going straight to 20%. Now, that's going to cause even more problems than what the 15% is causing. And the 15% has caused so many problems that it basically hasn't been able to spread anywhere near as fast as one would think it would have. Well, if a state like Minnesota moves to 20%, you can imagine the kind of problems that's going to cause. So we will try and keep you updated on any new movement on that rather important fuels issue. So thanks for joining me today for this edition of the Bell Performance video blog. I am Eric Bjornstad with Bell Performance. If you'd like more information on issues involving fuels for motorcycles or ethanol fuels, visit bellperformance.com and wefixfuel.com. So thanks for joining me today. I will see you next time.